Power 7 Podcast. Good morning, good morning. Once again, you are now in tune to the Power 7 Podcast. It's your boy, the Almighty Nicodemus, back in the building once again for another weekly rant of the Power 7 Podcast. Sending a shout out to all my 1 to 100 listeners, letting you know if you got 2 arms, 2 legs, and 1 head, you are truly blessed to make it happen for you and yours. Because it's a lot of people that can't make it happen for themselves, let alone the ones they love. Once again, it's the Power 7 Podcast. Yo, today's topic: propaganda, racism, sexism, ageism. Yeah, once again, the same old things that we see, especially as we watch this presidential election. It makes me go back to the days when I was in elementary school and I would not even see, because I wasn't observing at the time. I didn't even pay attention at the time, but it was always a girls versus boys activity going on. And I may have discussed this in another podcast before, another episode, where you always see, like, it was always a girls versus boys, whether it was in PE or whether it was even in the classroom setting. There was always this girls versus boys things happening. And so when I watch certain or see clips, and I don't even watch podcasts that talk about relationships and shit like that, but when I see those clips of that type of shit, it makes me think, like, this shit has been ingrained in us since we were motherfucking kids. All the way back to elementary school. There's always been that energy going on. And of course, social media has turned that shit up all the way up to the max. But now when I see this type of bullshit play out when it comes to the presidential election, like it's playing out in real time on TV for who's going to be the president and why someone shouldn't be the president. And I'm like, damn. This propaganda has been getting fed to us since we were kids, and I'm pretty sure it was fed to our parents and their parents. It's wild. And maybe it wasn't further back. I don't know. But I know I grew up in a time where that was a thing, and now I'm seeing it play out, and it's been playing out. And then, of course, race, another form of propaganda that's always paid. Like I said, it's a form of promotion on emotion. All of that shit is big money, man. It's big business. And it's all a divide and conquer thing as they play games with us. Like, just think about this, man. You got Donald Trump, of all people, man, running for president for the second time. Bad enough he got nominated and elected the first motherfucking time around. This motherfucker's running for a second time. And it's the same stuff. And I don't know much about Kamala Harris. I don't really know much about her. Only thing I know is what I've heard, but I don't actually know myself because I haven't bothered to do the research. Because I don't care to do the research to look at a fucking bird, 2 wings on one bird, 2 sides of the same coin playing out. This motherfucker goes out and brings out Hulk Hogan. When I say this motherfucker, I'm speaking about Donald Trump. He brings out Hulk Hogan at his fucking convention. He brings out fucking Amber Rose at his fucking convention. And he's done other various fucking rappers. Then you watch Kamala Harris. Oh, well, I'm going to bring out Meg the fucking Stallion. Playing in our motherfucking face. Playing in our face. You want to know why, and if you don't understand why, there are certain black people that want to vote for Trump because of shit like this. There ain't no pivot. Motherfuckers are sick of Democrats, so they go to the other side thinking it's gonna be something better, but it ain't. Because there is no pivot. There's no one that's pivoted away from all this bullshit and said, hey, nah, fuck these 2 motherfuckers, here's the other option. And so now you got people bickering, and the black bourgeois class is not gonna let go of the Democratic Party. I don't know why they stand so loyal to these motherfuckers, but these niggas have some type of undying loyalty to these motherfuckers who don't care. They're plain in sight saying, fuck you niggas, we know what y'all gonna do anyway, y'all will be alright, shut the fuck up. Have have some chicken, have some watermelon, listen to some rap music, and you'll be cool. I mean, that's pretty much, man, how they coming off. And, you know, I ain't feeling it, man. So if you want to get out there and vote, go ahead and get out there and vote. I say, fuck that vote or die shit. That shit is bullshit. Why I only got 2 options? And why when a motherfucker talk about Donald Trump and they tell you, oh, he's gonna start locking people up. He got the Project 2025. I have yet to heard one congressman, one senator, excuse me, one congressman, one senator, any politician on the Democratic side, let alone the Kamala Harris, the vice president, come out and say, you know what? It don't matter. We not gonna let this motherfucker do none of this shit anyway. It's all vote for the Democrats, or if you don't, or if you vote for Donald Trump, the world is gonna go up in smoke. It's bullshit and it's propaganda. And they feed it into us every day. To the point where I think it gets spewed out so much, it's been ingrained in us so much that when we get on social media, we promote it on our own. We promote the propaganda ourselves. That's how ingrained that shit is in us, in America. I see Chuck D say some bullshit. I seen Dante Ross say some bullshit. And these are motherfuckers from a generation that was talking about fuck the motherfucking mainstream. Fuck the standard. Fuck these motherfuckers. Chuck D wrote Fight the Power, and now he's aligned with the power. The same power that he said fight against, now he's down with it. What the fuck? So, listen, man. I don't know. All I can say is, you know, gonna get pretty much of the same thing unless a real, actual pivot happens. And I just don't see it happening. So, I'm gonna move on from that shit. Fuck politics. You know what I'm saying? LL Cool J was on Shannon Sharp show discussing his legacy, his career. He's doing a lot of promoting right now. I got an album getting ready to come out. I gotta listen to it. Because he's, I think he did something with Charlemagne. Yeah, he did an interview with him. He's been everywhere. So, you know, he's promoting this album that him and Q-Tip is doing. I'm definitely going to give it a listen. I'm pretty sure that shit going to go tough. There was a question asked by Shannon Sharp when he's like, who's on his Mount Rushmore? So, of Def Jam artists. And he says, him. He says himself. He says Slick Rick. He says the Beastie Boys. And he says, there's one more. Or is it just them 3? Him, Slick Rick, and the Beastie Boys. Is that it? Could be missing one. I'm not sure. But there are people kind of like saying he hating because he didn't include Jay-Z, Nas, or DMX. Jay-Z was not a Def Jam artist. Some people brought up Run DMC. Run DMC was not a Def Jam. They were not Def Jam artists. Nas was a Def Jam artist at the end of Def Jam when Jay-Z was the president. Kanye was not a Def Jam artist. DMX was not a Def Jam artist. Kanye was a Rockefeller artist. Kanye was a Rockefeller artist. DMX was a Rough Rider artist. He was not Def Jam. The only person, if you did want to make an argument for, would be Warren G. Because Warren G was actually signed to Def Jam. Whereas in Jay-Z case, Kanye's case, DMX's case, like I said, Nas at the end, you can't really count them 2 or 3 albums that he did with Def Jam as a Mount Rushmore. When most of his career was spent on Columbia. But Kanye, Jay-Z signed to Rockefeller. They threw up and represented Rockefeller all the motherfucking time. That's what they did. That's what they was on. DMX, Rough Riders. He represented Rough Riders. So like I said, if you want to argue about anybody that maybe LL could have put on that list if he wanted to, would have been Warren G. But at the end of the day, him, Slick Rick, and the Beastie Boys, I don't know why I feel like I'm missing somebody. They set the foundation for everybody else on Def Jam. From Method Man to Redman, because they were Def Jam artists as well. They set the foundation. They laid it down for everybody. They set the foundation of brick and cement. You know what I'm saying? Brick and mortar for everybody to get it in on. And so you just gotta not get caught up in that shit. Not let social media get on here and tell you, you know, LL is being a hater because he's old. Like, no. Everything ain't hate because I don't motherfucking have your opinion. You know what I'm saying? They call them hater players. Get shit out of here, man. Everything ain't hate because I don't share your opinion. Because I look at things from a different lens from where I come from. You know? And it's a lot of people that do that shit all the time. Like, if you don't agree with them or you don't see things the way they see it or you don't fucking like the music they like, oh, you hating. No, motherfucker, I just don't like that shit. I'm allowed to not like something and disagree with something without being a hater or without having hate in my blood for it. Like, motherfuckers need to start understanding the difference between snitching and hating. But yeah, let's go out on a good note. Or maybe not a good note, I don't know. I've listened to 2 albums this week. I listened to the Blue and Evidence album, LA. And then I also listened to the Bodie James and Conductor album. I got mixed feelings on both these albums. They're not whack, decent. I wish on the Evidence and Blue album that Evidence is actually rapping a lot more. He's barely rapping though, so I'm assuming it's just his beats, which are on point. They're dope. The beats are dope. It's just too much LA for me. You know? It's the album full of just bigging up LA. I don't know if they got the bug up their ass to do that because of the whole Kendrick and Drake shit. It's just too much LA. I'm like, goddamn. I don't want to hear music where you just talking LA shit all fucking day. So that's like really what I didn't like about it. The LA talk was just monotonous. I'm not from LA, I get it, but I get it, y'all are, but fuck out of here with that shit. Bodie James, Conductor, dope project. Conductor come through. Bodie come through with what Bodie come through with. And I think the only thing I can say about it is with a lot of these guys like Bodie and, you know, the Vinny the Butchers, Griselda cats. Listen, man, I get it, man. Street rap, but this still a artist form. Are you guys gonna grow past that experience? Y'all got that many stories? Or y'all still out there selling dope or something? Like, what the fuck? How many motherfucking dope gun raps can y'all make? What's going on now? There gotta be something else going on now. And I get it, it's all entertainment and that's y'all lane. But every now and then I'll listen to that shit and I'm like, alright. You know, it sounds good at first, but after a while it's like, goddamn, motherfucker. How can you keep it going? But yeah, on that note, get those albums out or check out. Those just my opinions on it. Blue, Evidence, Conductor, Bodie James, one of Detroit's finest. Check them out. Once again, it's your boy, the Almighty Nicodemus. Shout out to everybody. If you got 2 arms, 2 legs, and 1 head to make it happen for you and yours, you are truly blessed, because there's a lot of people out here that can't make it happen for themselves, let alone the ones they love. Once again, it's the Power 7 Podcast. Peace.